Voting is important. It's a local primary election.
Tessie Lamb and her husband James cast their ballots during the Republican primary election at Staunton's Ward 4 polling site. It's located at the Seventh-day Adventist Church on North Coulter Street. That's where 336 people had already voted by 2 p.m. on Election Day.
We need to get the best people in office that we can, people that are the most reasonable and not extremes right or left, that are willing to work together and not, be too ideological.
After hearing her views on voting, I was curious, who did she choose?
I voted for Mr. Rackley and I voted for Emmett Hanger. Both have been criticized as being too moderate, and I think sometimes being moderate is a good thing, because I think in both parties, especially national politics, the extremes have taken over both parties, and most people are like us. We're middle of the road, and we would like to see politicians work together rather than, it's my way or the highway, which is what's happening in Congress, and nothing's getting accomplished. Nobody's running the country. So I think to get people that are willing to compromise and work together is important, and that probably is the reason that both of those candidates were criticized for being able to do that, and that's probably one of the major reasons I voted for them.
James Lamb agrees with his wife about the importance of voting. So much so that he says he hasn't ever missed casting his ballot on Election Day.
I was here to vote for Mr. Hanger and Mr. Rackley.
He says for him, choosing which candidate to vote for was easy.
I vote for the one with the most experience because we need experience in our legislature.
He shared with me who he voted for during the Republican primary election.
Oh, well, I think Mr. Hanger has the most experience, and Mr. Rackley has experience in the education field as well as in politics. So I think Mr. Rackley and Mr. Hanger are good candidates.
I also met Charles Hildebrand, who explained to me why he participates in the election process.
I vote because when I was younger, like 18, I couldn't vote, but yet I could be sent to Vietnam to die. So now that we can vote, I consider it a privilege, and I expect everybody to do that.
Hildebrand says if you don't vote, you don't count.
You can complain about the politicians we get, but unless you voted, you have no right to say anything.
He explained he prefers people in office who can reason with one another.
I vote for the conservative middle ground because I don't like the extreme left or the extreme right. If we have to work together and stop bashing everybody, let's work together for a common cause for this country and the state of Virginia.
He too chose Emmett Hanger, and he told me why.
Because they were talking about Emmett Hanger being a moderate, and they should all be moderate. That's the way you get things done. Hard left, hard right, all they're doing is bashing each other, not getting anything done. So hopefully with Emmett there, things will get done. And he's been there, done that, knows what he's doing.
Today was Nancy Hanna's first day on the job as an officer of election at Staunton's Ward 4.
I wanted to be more involved and support the democratic process.
She described her first day at work.
Things went smoothly. Yeah, it was a nice, quiet morning.
According to her, more voters cast their ballots around late morning.
Between like 9 and 10:30, we actually had a heavy morning rush. Comparatively speaking, from what everybody else tells me, it's been light, but it's been very steady. And being a primary, that's not so surprising that it would be light.
Still, she has high expectations for working at the election poll in upcoming elections.
I'm excited to see the voters, and I'm looking forward to upcoming elections. This was also a great way to get involved in the process when it's a little bit more calm. So this is a good preparation for November.
In Staunton, Elaine Rackley for Breaking Through News.